guys, thanks for coming back to my channel. We are actually in the UK for 2 weeks, and in these 2-3 short days we've been here already, we have experienced a lot of different things compared to the US. So first off, obviously you know the main thing, which is people drive on the other side of the road and walk on the other side of the street opposite from the US. So that is something obvious, but I always seem to almost die.
She almost died about 36 times today.
Every time we leave, because I always look the wrong way and then cars are coming this way and honk at me, and I'm glad I'm alive today. But we still have, what, 13 more days, so maybe I might die. The next thing we learned are different terms. So for the restroom, they use loo, which is so much prettier than like restroom or bathroom or whatever.
I'm gonna go potty.
Another thing is in their restrooms, wherever, any restroom you use, that I've used anyways, restaurants or hotels or anywhere you go, they do not have like spacings in between the doors, because in US you could like see people and try not to make eye contact with people outside the bathroom because you can like see them through the slits, and here there are like no slits. They're covered up and you can't see anyone outside when you're using the toilet.
And that's nice.
Yes, that is nice. Privacy. The tube is a subway. The lift for elevator. Everything we've eaten so far has been so delicious. Like, there's not one thing I've tried that hasn't been good. So I feel like here they have cleaner products, or like not as processed, or just like, I feel like it back home when I eat treats, I feel my arteries clog up like right away. Whereas here, anytime I have some kind of food or treats or sweets, I feel fine and not as like heavy. I guess that's a better word. Is the food here afterwards I feel lighter or not as heavy as I would with food back home. And that goes for like chocolates too. Like the chocolate tastes way better. Not as sweet, but it's more like silky. Everything is just not as sweet. We had some cupcakes that they gave us in our room because we said it was our anniversary, but it's actually not. So we ate the cupcakes and they were not as sweet, but they were still like delicious. And so I didn't feel like bad for eating them. Here you feel like they would be fast-paced. Like London, it is a pretty busy city with lots of people in it, especially compared back to home where there's only 50,000 people. But they also, you see them moving around and walking quick and this and that, but you also see them take the time to slow down, especially at breakfast. Like they eat super slow, no phones, are connected to the people they're around, and like, yeah, they were just present. That's a better word, present and slow, and they were just, yeah, I just loved seeing how present they were in the moment and just talking with their friends and really enjoying themselves.
Yeah, I saw that they do eat much slower. I ate as slow as I possibly could, and I can still beat everybody eating food at breakfast this morning, at dinner tonight. One other thing that is crazy, I feel like there's less judgment or people being afraid of what people think about them. Specifically, like nobody gave me any weird looks or thought it was strange that I wore sweatpants, because we traveled that way into London and we got a private tour into the Houses of Parliament, which is kind of like the White House, and I went in sweatpants and a like zip up sweat hoodie.
Yeah. And same with me. Because we traveled overnight, we went cozy in our sweatsuits and our jumpsuits. And then we thought we would change and then go tour, but we didn't end up changing. And so we walked around in our sweats, went to the Houses of Parliament, like you said. And I personally felt self-conscious just because I'm like, this is kind of like the White House, and I'm walking in here with sweats. But no one else seemed to care, and they were fine with it, which I don't know if that's normal or not, but they didn't say anything to us.
Nope.
Yeah, so that was really cool.
The thing I remember was the TSA was super friendly and nice. Like, saw the TSA person like helping the person set their bag in the little bin.
Like making eye contact. Type.
Slow, like,
yeah.
Not slowly, so like there was a line. Everybody was moving through quickly, but it was like we're all going through and they were just having a human-to-human conversation, which I felt much different. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, just not as rushed. Even though it was super busy still, they weren't like rushing you through. They were just like making it smooth and being personable and smiling and being friendly. I love that. Yeah. Another thing is walking the streets. Everything we look at, the shops, the architecture is like Pinterest worthy. Like I'm like, oh, I need to take a picture of that and that and that, and I feel like I'm gonna have like a million pictures of just buildings because everything is just gorgeous and beautiful, and there's so many like doors and flowers and architecture, and everything's just amazing. I love how pretty it is here. On the way in, we did see a rugby stadium. I've never seen that before. I've seen like football stadiums and soccer stadiums. They have this huge, gigantic rugby stadium, and I wish they had games going on because we would go, but I guess the season's over, so we won't be able to do that this time.
Okay, one thing that I noticed is like everything seems smaller. Like I remember the first elevator we got in, we were shoulder to shoulder, and my shoulder was hitting one wall and hers was hitting the other.
Yeah.
And we could barely have our carry-on in front of us. So I think not just in the elevator, but the elevator here also in Edinburgh is a little bit smaller as well. So I feel like everything's just a little bit smaller. Like when we went to the Houses of Parliament as well, the tunnel for the cars to drive in was super small as well. But they said it was because they used to only bring a horse in and chariot. And so maybe everything here is just, because smaller. It was built so long ago, smaller. And
yeah, so everything cool. is a lot smaller. Even like the restrooms, the elevators, the plates are smaller, smaller servings. The people are smaller. But maybe that's like, I don't know what I'm saying. Cut. No, but yeah, everything is smaller here. We love US.
I say we should do our best Scottish or British accents.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we're gonna have a contest here to see who's got, out of me, Scotty, and here, Gabby, the best Scottish or British English accent off the top of our heads. So I've had an amazing day here in Edinburgh, Scotland, and I do fancy that we had the best meal that I've ever had, and I enjoyed the lift up to the 4th floor here. And tomorrow we're gonna go on a tour to the loch, and that's about all I've got to say about that.
I really enjoy my day here. I don't know what kind of accent that is. I'm trying to think of Peppa Pig.
Mama Pig.
Mama Pig, Daddy Pig. Can I use the loo because I've got to go to the restroom? Okay, that's my best accent, which is probably like not from anywhere in the whole world.
Okay, so comment below, whose accent did you like better, Gabby or Scotty?
So those are just a few things we've learned in these last 2 or 3 days that we've been here. We love the US, we love London, UK, Scotland, so we're excited to see what else we can learn while we're here. Thanks for watching.
Peace!
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see ya!
Again.
What?
Do it again.
Why?
Because I was fixing my hat when you started.
It doesn't matter. Bye! We can always edit. We're like,
Okay, go.
Oh, is it on?
Uh-huh.
Oh. We have to bring energy, huh?